Good evening, I'm Dalal. Let's begin with the main stories. CPN UML withdraws support extended to the government. Ministers from the party furnish resignation to Prime Minister Dalal. Nepali Congress urges Dalal to quit the government and facilitate formation of a new one. Internal disputes of Rastriya Swatantra party come to the fore. General Secretary Pakal suggests the central members of the party not to serve the personal interests of Rabi Lamechane. Biden privately acknowledges next stretch of days are critical for whether he can save his re-election bid. Blames himself and not his staff member for the terrible debate last week. And Rastriya and Arati Bamjan progressed to the final of the Prakash Dahal Memorial National Boxing Tournament underway at the Covered Hall in Tripureshwar. CPN UML has withdrawn the support extended to the government while its ministers have furnished resignation to Prime Minister Dahal. Having suggested Prime Minister Dahal to resign within 24 hours on Tuesday, CPN UML withdrew its support to the government earlier today. Following the party's decision, 8 ministers from CPN UML have furnished their resignation to Prime Minister Dahal. There were a total of 8 ministers from CPN UML, including Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Physical Infrastructure and Transport, Raghuveer Mahaset. Earlier today, the outgoing ministers from UML had reached party chairperson KP Sharma Oli's residence at Palkot. Saying the Prime Minister had not facilitated the formation of a new government, Pawan Giri had said that UML had made preparations to withdraw its support to the government. Prior to this, UML had urged all parties to join the National Consensus Government under party chair Oli. With Nepali Congress and CPN UML to collaborate for the new government, CPN Maoist Center has now been pushed to the opposition. Following the promulgation of the constitution in 2015, Maoist Center had continuously remained in the heart of the governments. Largest party of the House of Representatives, Nepali Congress, has suggested CPN Maoist Center chairperson and Prime Minister Dahal to open doors for formation of the new government. A meeting of the party held at the residence of Nepali Congress President Sherbrother Dewa in Budani Lakonta suggested Prime Minister to tender his resignation and facilitate formation of a new government. The meeting has also endorsed the Monday night agreement reached with CPN UML. Having reached an agreement with CPN UML, the meeting also concluded that there was no possibility of formation of another new coalition. The meeting also delved into topics related to amendment of the constitution. Speaking after the meeting, Nepali Congress General Secretary Bishop Prakash Sharma said that the new government would open all files of corruption as well. Now, following the change in political equation in the center, Nepali Congress Province Assembly members of Madhya Province have begun lobbying for formation of the province government under their leadership. Nepali Congress members of Madhya Province Assembly met with Party President Sherbrother Dewa today and applied pressure for Madhya government under Nepali Congress leadership. A team of Nepali Congress Province Assembly members led by the party's Province Assembly leader Krishna Prasad Yadav reached Budani Lakonta and demanded for Madhya Province government under their leadership. The 107 Madhya Province Assembly has 22 members from Nepali Congress. A total of 54 votes is required for the formation of the province government. There are 25 province assembly members from CPN UML in Madhya. Janamat Party, which has 13 province assembly members, is currently leading the province government. Now, with changes to happen in the federal government, Nepali Congress and CPN UML have expedited preparations for new alliance in provinces as well. Effort has begun for formation of national consensus through the Congress-UML alliance government in Bagmati province, while Congress and UML have called for resignation from Lumini province chief minister to facilitate formation of a new government there. Congress and UML have also begun discussions for the formation of a new government in Sudur Paschim. With 37 province assembly members of Nepali Congress and 27 of CPN UML, the two parties find it easy to form a government in Bagmati Province Assembly. In the 110-member Province Assembly, 56 votes are required, while Congress and UML exceed that number with 64 seats. Despite no problem in generating a majority, discussions are being held to form a national consensus government by including other parties as well. UML Province Assembly Party leader and former Chief Minister of Lumini Province, Leela Giri, has urged Chief Minister Jok Bahadur Mohra to resign and facilitate formation of a new government. Parties have also expedited talks in Sudur Paschim. Dirga Bahadur Sodari of CPN Unified Socialist is the Chief Minister in Sudur Paschim with the backing of parties including CPN UML. A total of 27 votes is required for formation of a government in the 53-member Sudar Paschim Province Assembly. Congress has 18 Province Assembly members in Sudar Paschim, while UML has 11, the total of which is 29. Report of General Secretary Mukul Dhakal and discussions on it have put to fore the internal dispute of Rastriya Swatantra Party. Saying he was not allowed to share the truth, Party General Secretary Dhakal has urged the party members not to serve only the personal interests of Party Chairperson Rabi Lamithane. Today's Central Committee meeting of the party had to be delayed for a while because of the disputes. Attending the Central Committee meeting with a symbolic protest by donning a cross of black tape on a mask, Dhakal demanded not to make the entity a party only of Ravi Lamithane. In the summary of a report prepared after visiting 38 districts, Dhakal has warned that the party would suffer damages if it was not corrected. Dhakal also demanded for live broadcast of the meeting. However, as it was not live broadcast, Dhakal said that his right to speak was violated and therefore donned a cross of black tape over a mask. Despite Dhakal demanding the live broadcast, Secretariat of Party Chairperson Lamithane has said that it was not done as some members had declined the proposal, citing confidentiality of the party. Members of the party claimed that General Secretary Dhakal was not denied an opportunity to speak. Amidst the dispute, the meeting was postponed by 15 minutes. Rastriya Swatantra Party has said that Dhakal was asked to present the report, but he denied doing so, after which Joint General Secretary Kavindra Burlakoti read the 32-page report in an hour and a half. The members of the party put forward their opinions on the report throughout the day. General Secretary Dhakal had submitted the 32-page report prepared after visiting 38 districts to party chairperson Ravi Lamithane. The report notes that the public support for the party was declining and the party would not achieve the national party status from the next election. The summary of the report made public today is only 6 pages long. Rastriya Swatantra Party had also sought clarification from Dhakal for making public statements about the report. A new unanimous leadership has grown unlikely from the ongoing General Convention of CPN Unified Socialist. With several aspirants for party officials and central members, new leadership is to be selected from election. Madhav Kumar Nepal, Jhalanath Khanal and Ghanashyam Bhusal have not quit their race to become the new party chair. Impact of the drastic change in national politics has also been seen in the General Convention of CPN Unified Socialist. Considering the complicated status of national politics, voices are being raised inside the party to give continuity to the leadership of Madhav Kumar Nepal. Number of aspirants for several roles in the party has increased in CPN Unified Socialist, which was formed after its split from CPN UML 34 months ago. Chairperson Madhav Kumar Nepal wants unanimous leadership through the first General Convention since the split from UML. However, Jhalanath Khanal and Ghanashyam Bhusal declining to step back, possibilities of unanimous leadership has grown only microscopic. The General Convention is to select 21 officials, including a chairperson, senior deputy chairperson, 7 deputy chairpersons, general secretary, 4 joint general secretaries, and 7 secretaries. Meanwhile, aspirants are also in a high number for the position of 299 central members. The General Convention is to select its leadership tomorrow. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked, what is your take on the Prime Minister's decision to take the vote of confidence instead of resigning? 41% vote for A, it is his constitutional right. 20% vote for B, effort to save his government. And 39% vote for C, unyielding. And now, here is our today's question. What do you term the symbolic protest of Rastriya Swatantra Party General Secretary at the Central Committee meeting with a mask? Your options are A, consequence of not being allowed to speak, B, dissatisfaction with the leadership, and C, a publicity stunt. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now in our Public Voice segment, we've asked why has discrimination related to menstruation not been removed. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
महिनावारीलाई चाहिँ पहिलेदेखि मान्दै आएको परम्परागत रूपमा मान्दै आएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि
अर्कोले मलाई के भन्ने हो भन्ने डरले
धार्मिक आस्थासँग जोडिएको हुनाले पनि
उहाँहरूले एकदम त्यो डिप रुटेड हुन्छ त्यो जरादेखि नै त्यो भइसक्यो भने चाहिँ हट्न सकेन
गाउँघरमा अब के यो स्वास्थ्य सम्बन्धीका कुराहरू अलिकति शिक्षा दिन नसकेर पनि हुन सक्छ
परम्परागत रूपमा नै अगाडि गएको हुनाले चाहिँ त्यो छुवाछुत प्रथा अन्त्य हुन नसकेको हो
शिक्षित वर्गमा जनचेतना फैलाउनु पर्छ
प्रत्येक गाउँमा गएर जनचेतनामूलक कार्यक्रम ल्याएर उहाँहरूलाई त्यसको बारेमा बुझाउनु पर्छ सम्झाउनु पर्छ
Alternative Energy Promotion Program is in operation in Dhankuta municipality under the Sustainable Development Goals and Climate Change Mitigation Project. With the objective of curbing the use of liquefied petroleum gas in kitchen and chemical fertilizers in the agricultural fields, the program aims to ensure installation of biogas plant for 5,000 households within the next 5 years. Now, despite prioritizing clean energy, the municipality has not been able to expedite the program because of insufficient budget. Some households of Dhankuta have been using biogas for cooking purpose for the past year and a half. They have not required burning firewood since the installation of the biogas plant. Cows in the sheds have been producing required dung for the biogas, while organic fertilizers are also being produced to grow fruits and vegetables. Such biogas plants have reduced pollution and the use of chemical fertilizers. As the installation of biogas reduces pollution and the use of chemical fertilizers, Dhankuta municipality had introduced the Alternative Energy Promotion Program 5 years ago in collaboration with the consumers. The plan aimed to install biogas at 5,000 kitchens of the consumers of the rural and semi-urban areas. And despite aiming to replace chemical fertilizers and LPG, the program has not been able to achieve expected results in absence of required budget. Despite aiming to include 5,000 households in the program within 5 years, only 142 households have benefited from it so far. Even the consumers have been attracted towards the program because of its efficiency and advantages. However, the municipality has not been able to meet the demand. Time now for the international news. US President Joe Biden has privately acknowledged that the next stretch of days are critical to whether he can save his re-election bid for president, making clear to an ally that he understands what would prompt him to accept that it was just not working. There is no ambiguity for the president on what series of events in the coming weeks would ultimately prompt him to acknowledge that his attempt to make amends for the disastrous debate are not working. The polls are plummeting, the fundraising is drying up, and the interviews are going badly. He is not oblivious. In the days since Biden's stunningly halting debate showing, Democrats across the country have expressed grave concern. Some elected officials have even begun to publicly call on Biden to drop out for the good of the party. In Tuesday's private conversation, Biden was also chastened as he blamed himself and not his staff for the terrible debate last week. The president had said at a fundraiser in Virginia that going on 2 significant foreign trips right before the debate had been a bad idea. The New York Times first reported Biden's private acknowledgements. We have more news coming up, but right now it is time for yet another short break.
Sports news.
Rastriya and Arati Bhamjan have progressed to the final of the women's 48 kg category of Prakash Tahal Memorial Boxing Championship. Lalu Alemagar of Army has reached the final of men's 67 kg category, and Ravi Nepal of Armed Police Force has moved to the final of the 92 kg category. In the semi-final of the tournament underway at the covered hall of the National Sports Council in Tripureshwar, Ramisha So of Sushma Tawang in the semi-final. Arati Bhamjan defeated Shushmita Shrestha. In the 50 kg category, Purnima Thamang won against Tika Thapa to move to the final. In the men's category, Lalu Alemagar won against Srizan BK. Ravi Nepal So of Rasiv Jari. Nepal's domestic league champions Church Boys have decided to appoint Ananta Thamang the captain for the AFC Challenge Cup. Issuing a notice through a social media post, Church Boys have appointed Ananta Thamang for the team's match against Paro AFC. Church Boys are to play Paro AFC of Bhutan on 13th August at the qualifiers of the AFC Challenge Cup. Church Boys team have begun preparations for the qualifiers. Winners of the qualifiers will receive $100,000 to prepare for further rounds of the tournament. Players who had played for the club during the last edition of the A Division League are to represent the club in the match. Anjan Bista, Kamal Shrestha and Eric Bista, among others, had played for Church Boys in the A division. The club has said that it will sign new players to replace those who have left for abroad. The match between the two sides will be played at the Dashat Stadium. Despite losing recognition for international matches, club tournaments have been allowed at the venue by the Asian Football Confederation (AFC). Now, gamers from across the world will compete for $60 million in prize money at the first ever EA Sports World Cup, which kicks off in Riyadh. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.